More and more flat earthers is using the Bible as some kind of scientific book. Today I will look at a short part on a video from It's the Truth, the YouTuber that called himself Yes to Conspiracy before, but he have changed his channel name. In this video I have used other people's material. I used a part of it. The video is called Biblical Cosmology Part 8. Why would they lie and does it matter? So let's start.
We find ourselves in the most amazing of times. 2023. Even the numerical date still sounds like one from science fiction. We have technologies that enable us to communicate across the world instantaneously, medicines that boggle the mind, and scientists even proclaiming coming advancements where machine and human unite to benefit humanity. Whether we think these things are for good or not is unimportant, it seems. The future is beyond our control to a large degree. Progress is inevitable and for the greater good, if we are to heed the words of the world organizations such as the World Economic Forum.
Okay, a think tank formed by mostly 1,000 multinational companies. So are they the explanations to why they lie about flat Earth according to Flurfs?
But some of us are looking to the past. We are looking to ancient evidence that causes us to ask many questions. Questions that have the possibility to divide. Families, friends, work colleagues, and educators can all suddenly turn against a person who decides to question the shape of our home, our world. Why is this subject so taboo?
It's not taboo, it's only stupid. There are no evidence for flat Earth.
Up until 500 years ago, it was commonly accepted that the Earth was the center of the universe. The sun and the moon revolved around us in the sky, and we lived on a stationary, flat Earth.
With that logic, everything that we didn't know 500, 600, 700 years ago is true. It's all lies.
Some of the oldest books in existence, the Torah, Bible, Vedas, and many ancient texts, even describe the Earth being flat and immovable. Nearly every culture and religion had its own mimicry of this belief to varying degrees.
And at the time the Bible was written, they didn't know that US existed, that Australia existed. So with that logic, US and Australia don't exist. They are not mentioned in the Bible.
There is a Vedic map from the 1900s that illustrates a flat Earth with other Earths around it, which are hidden by ice walls. There are so many stories that are there to show us that questioning the globe theory is actually a valid thing to do. One that scientists should embrace, not ridicule.
The map she showed is not based on any science at all. It's pure fantasies. If you want to question scientific findings or results, you must use science. And flat Earth is in no way science.
So why does this area of science have so much negative stigma attached to it?
Flat Earth is in no way, shape or form science.
To question the heliocentric model, the theory that the sun is the center of the universe and all its relevant theories that help to back it up, can bring responses that range from complete ridicule to utter horror. No one wants to be ridiculed, and they definitely do not want to offend to the degree that this topic can bring.
Flat Earthers can't present a working model, a working map, and no scientific evidence for their claims. That's why we can't take flat Earth seriously.
There is no reason for the scientific community to see the topic as ridiculous.
The scientific community don't bother about flat Earth because it's pure nonsense. It's a conspiracy theory without any kind of evidence at all.
Scientists are seriously trying to prove and or disprove so many things, even the existence of the Creator, and strangely, no ridicule is seen there. So why the flat Earth? We don't know.
The goal with science is not to disprove God in any way, but some of the beliefs that some Christians have is proven to be wrong by science. For instance, evolution. It is proven that Earth is not only 6,000 years old. There are many scientists that are Christians, Muslims, Jews, and so on.
Maybe they protest too much and maybe they are hiding something. We won't know until the flat Earth community can be taken seriously and intelligently. That is not too much to ask, is it? The globe has been flooding our consciousness since the invention of the silver screen and later the television. The globe Earth is seen on film logos, food advertising, and airlines, just to name a few.
And that's because the globe is reality.
Science fiction novels, film, TV, and comics all continue to bombard us with planets that are immeasurably far from Earth, all globes, all hurling through space and time. We have been inundated with the globe since childhood. We are taught it as a fact, when they fail to tell us that it's still just a theory.
No, it's not just a theory. We live on a globe that is a fact.
As is gravity, relativity, wormholes, black holes, string theory, etc., etc. All these ideas have had to be theorized about to try to make sense of the globe and its relation to its environment, the universe.
The problem flat earthers have is that they don't understand science at all.
A psychologist will tell you that if someone repeats an idea or a phrase often enough, it becomes a belief that is very hard to remove from your psyche. This is part of the process of what is commonly called brainwashing.
And in church, they are repeating Bible verses. I'm sure you have heard most of them several times, so that must be brainwashing.
No one wants to admit they have been the victim of brainwashing, but unfortunately it's a very common effect used on the human mind. From advertising agencies to governments, schools, religious cults, and many more areas of society. Religious cults,
and then she shows young people in a school. Oh dear.
The field of behavioral science is being used to make people change their ideas about so many things. We see changes in how society sees religion and medical procedures, such as abortions, gender realignment, to name a few very current cultural changes. 100 years ago, these things would never have even been heard of and would be seen as terrible.
And what's next? She will compare this with the flat Earth.
Is it a natural evolution of society, or does society have its mind changed from the top down? It doesn't seem so strange to consider that the heliocentric model was a programmed idea to change the role of humanity as a special creation on Earth to nothing more than meaningless results of evolution.
I don't see my life as meaningless. The Bible is not a science book, and I don't think your Bible should determine how I live my life.
From a random, meaningless explosion floating on a blue speck in an ever-expanding universe. There are many scientists that have spoken for or have had their theories used to create the heliocentric theory. From Isaac Newton, Johannes Kepler, and Albert Einstein, and promoted today by modern mainstream scientists like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Stephen Hawking, Bill Nye, etc. These theories are promoted by the mainstream science community as fact to keep the population on their spinning ball. The modern scientists' names are given almost rock star status, and they refuse to acknowledge that there is a debate to be had with the flat Earth community.
Why would great scientists spend time debating established facts with people that don't have any evidence at all? They don't have any model. What is it to discuss? Your fantasies?
The flat Earth community is portrayed by mainstream science as cult-like and ignorant,
A great description.
when in reality, the opposite is more than true. A typical flat Earth proponent will have been brought up to totally believe in the Disney-style globe just like everybody else. They usually have the ability to use critical thought and see new information as a reason to get excited about exploring the possibilities of holding a new idea in their minds. They hold the value of scientific reasoning as central to their ideas. They are good at researching and evaluating their research to the extent that, despite not being university graduates in astronomy or astrophysics, they can be seen as an expert in these fields as they have spent many years studying them. It's very hard to find someone who is brave enough to stand up and say, "The Earth is flat," who hasn't done hours and hours of research to back the statement up. Why is it so hard for others to let go of their belief system?
It's very hard to take someone serious that made studies of flat Earth on YouTube University. They have gained all their information from other flat earthers that also lack all education in the subjects they try to debunk. And the basis, they don't have any evidence, any model at all. It's pure fantasies and nonsense.
Because, simply speaking, it is hard to let go of any old belief system, especially if the new one is as challenging as society has made the geocentric model look. Regardless of why society has made the model look so idiotic, they have. How do we get out of this bind and open our minds to the possibilities? Personally, I think it's easy. You give it a chance and simply listen to the ideas and choose whether it's for you or not. If we don't give another's ideas a chance, we could lose our freedom of thought, simply because we have been encouraged to think something was stupid. No one should be told what to think. It's always ours to choose.
And at the same time, she tries to convince us that evolution is silly, that the globe is silly, and so on.
Well, you are in for a surprise. Flat Earth science, research, and experiments are based on logic and truth, not pseudoscience.
Flat Earth is in no way, shape or form science. There are no science that back flat Earth up. It's a conspiracy, fantasies and nonsense.
Be prepared to have your mind blown.
Yes, I get my mind blown by the stupidity you present in this video. Yes, it's the truth. Video is 1 hour and 48 minutes. So I will stop here. He have used several different videos and a pastor talking about flat Earth and so on. I'm quite busy with work and will not be able to make so much videos, I think, until September. I will try to release 1 to 2 videos per week, but not in the pace I have done earlier this year. And I will continue with working to try to help Ukraine. I sent several drones this week and money for kamikaze drones. If you want to help me help Ukraine, please use PayPal in the description. And all earnings from this channel goes to buying drones for Ukraine. Thank you in advance. Thank you for helping. Okay, that was all for this time. I think I will be able to release a video on Friday. I'm not sure, but I will be back. Have a nice day, see you soon, bye.